How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Set 6, and a Happy New Year to you all. I hope you all had a good time over the New Year and Christmas break. I had a pretty good time. It was nice. It's been good. And 2022 was alright. It's been pretty good. I'd say it's more positive than negative for me, personally. So I hope you've had a similar year, and I hope 2023 goes on to be even better. But today, we're going to be talking about a little New Year message from a fella that you might have heard of called Yoshinori Kitase. You know that guy? And to be fair, he doesn't really say all that much. But what he does say is mildly interesting. Don't forget, drop a like on the video, subscribe for future content, check out some of the other amazing videos that I've got on the channel. I've also got an interview, if you've not seen it, with me, Suna and Crane, who are the two people who spearheaded the ECOS-7 project. So, go check that one out, because ECOS is coming in 2 weeks. Well, it's less than 2 weeks now, it's like 11 days. So, yeah, check that out. I've shared the post in the community tab. But, back to the interview. So, the post basically goes along the lines of Happy New Year, but then he goes on to speak about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So, Kitase says, development is picking up speed on the title that I'm producing, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I'm sure many of your collective imaginations are running wild trying to picture how we will recreate some of the game's most iconic scenes, and we'll have more to share about that when the time is right. And I noticed a lot of people started losing the shit on Twitter and things like that, because there was a translation that was kicking about that said, will we recreate the scenes? Will the scenes that you're looking forward to seeing be recreated? Or something along those lines. It was, I can't remember the exact terminology of what people thought it was saying, but they were basically suggesting that a scene that was memorable was going to be different. It's kind of how will we recreate some of the game's most iconic scenes, not will they be different. So the angle's a bit different, which is a slightly more reserved angle than the other translation that I've seen. This translation kind of makes it seem more like, oh, things could be a little bit different. Will it be how are we going to recreate this? How are we going to do it? It's kind of that kind of vibe that I'm getting from this. And for me, it's not a massive shock. If you're a regular on the channel, you know my stance. This isn't a remake, this is a sequel. So it doesn't have to be anything. They can do what they want with it. The story probably will change quite dramatically. That's my opinion. Because of the changes that we've already seen, things are going to change. Going forwards, there's going to be more changes. That's what makes sense in my mind. So this bit, not really a massive thing to look into. The thing that's pretty big to look into, though, doesn't relate to Final Fantasy VII. So Kitase goes on to say, there's also another big announcement unrelated to Final Fantasy VII that I can't say anything about just yet. Rest assured, we're working hard to make sure 2023 is the most exciting year yet. Okay? Okay, there's a few things that we can take from this last little paragraph. First thing is, whatever they're planning on announcing is going to come out this year. That's what it looks like to me, because if they announce something but it's in 2 years' time, that's not really very exciting for this year. I think they've got something that they're going to drop this year. And if we think back to those Nvidia leaks, do you remember those cheeky little Nvidia leaks where pretty much everything has come out, everything has been confirmed, except for 2 things related to Final Fantasy, of course. There are probably other things that haven't happened, but as far as Final Fantasy goes, there are 2 things from that leak that haven't happened. First one is Final Fantasy Tactics Remaster, which everyone was quite excited about when we saw the leaks and we heard the news, and speculation was rampant, like, are we getting a Tactics Remaster? Is this actually going to happen? You've got the success of Tactics Ogre Reborn recently, which is an amazing game, by the way. Play it if you've not played it. Thank you very much to Square Enix for hooking me up with a copy. I've been playing it on stream now for weeks, and it's so good. It is so good. And if they've done, if that's so good, and it really is, and Tactics, which is very, 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 very similar game, made by conceived by the same development team and the same creator and things like that, so, there's not going to be a massive leap of difference between the two of them. We could see the best version of Final Fantasy Tactics that we've ever seen. But the other thing that it could be, if it's not the Final Fantasy Tactics remaster, would be that pesky Final Fantasy IX remake that was also part of the leak. Now, I'm not going to lie, I'd be a little bit salty about it, because I feel like Final Fantasy VIII needs the remake more, deserves the remake more, and yeah, come on, give Final Fantasy VIII some love. Please, please give Final Fantasy VIII some love. But a Final Fantasy IX remake would be very very appreciated. I don't think it'd be a remake in the sense of a Final Fantasy VII remake either. It wouldn't be a, oh yeah, it's a remake. It wouldn't be anything like that. This would be a straight remake. I personally, that'd be my take on it. I don't think you could mess around in the same way that you have with Final Fantasy VII and VII Remake. I don't think you could do that with 9. I don't think there's the scope to do it. I don't think the story, the world, anything like that, I don't think it lends itself to that. So I think 9 probably would, if it is a 9 remake, probably would be pretty much straight up, like same systems, probably tweaked, hopefully tweaked, Tetramaster. My god, fix that game. But yeah, a 9 remake. Those are the two things that are in my mind. Those are the two huge things that are in my mind. The only other thing that I could think of, and it can't be this to be fair, because he said it's unrelated to FF7, was that rumoured Netflix FF7 show that we heard about as well. But that was different. Like the NVIDIA leaks, everything has been confirmed, pretty much. All of the things have happened, except the Tactics Remaster and 9 Remake. The Netflix rumour was literally just a Netflix rumour, so I don't think anything's going to go down there. I think that's nonsense now. I think it's been so long without hearing anything about that, I think that's dead. Don't even know why I brought it up, I'm going to move on. But yeah, Tactics Remaster, 9 Remake. They're the two big things that I'm thinking. What do you think this could be? Like, do you agree with me that it's probably Tactics or 9? Or do you think they've got something else? Do you think they've got something else a little bit sneaky waiting for us? Like, if you think about it, we've got a lot of stuff coming this year. We've got FF16, we've possibly got Rebirth, because, you know, they're shooting for that winter 23 window. We've got Forspoken's coming soon, which is, people have been a bit mixed on it, but I'm still heavily intrigued. I want to see what that game looks like. The Pixel remasters finally coming to console where they should be. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a hell of a lot of stuff going on. You've got like Octopath Traveler 2. There's so many. You've got the Suikoden remake. Oh my god, there's so much stuff happening this year. Granted, not all of it Square Enix, Suikoden, you know, but that's just general hype from me. Can you imagine if we get a Tactics remaster or a 9 remake or both? That would be crazy. So yeah, that's where my mind's going. Tactics Remaster, 9 Remake. What do you think? Do you think it's going to be one of them? Do you think it's going to be something completely different? What do you think about the most iconic scenes bit? Like I say, I'm pretty heavy on changes. Like I say, that first translation that I saw that suggested that a scene will be different or might change or something like that. Everyone's minds on Twitter obviously jumped to Sephiroth stabbing Aerith, and all the Clotey people were like, oh no, she's not allowed to live. First off, shut up. It wouldn't ruin FF7 because this isn't FF7. This is the thing that people keep saying, like, oh, if they change anything, it'll ruin FF7. It's like, bro, it won't. This isn't FF7. This is FF7 Remake, a sequel. This is not FF7. Go play FF7. Go play Echo S7. Go play Echo S7. Any changes, though, that happen now, they don't break FF7. They are the story of FF7 Remake. So, yeah, I'm fed up with people saying that shit. It does me head in. Come on, people. Think. But the scene I feel like is most likely to change, because if I'm being honest with you, I don't think that scene happens, the Aerith Sephiroth scene, so that's not a change, it just won't be there. The scene I think that's going to change is the Calm flashback, and I've spoke about this in other videos, go check them out, but Calm flashback, how do you mess around with Cloud? How do you get inside Cloud's head? You mess with his memories, and what has Sephiroth always done? Always messed with Cloud's memories. So, yeah, the biggest memory of all is the Calm flashback. I think he's going to mess around. But anyway, that's going to be the end of this video. Don't forget, drop a like on the video, subscribe for future content, share the video, let other people know, get some conversation going about it. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, let me know what you think. But more importantly than anything, have a great day. And yeah, one more time, Happy New Year.